morning and welcome sa atong programa Partners in Law, brought to you by Cebu Lady Lawyers Association Incorporated or CELIA Inc. This is attorney Michelle Mendez Palmares, and karong gabi we're very privileged to have two new co-hosts. Actually, one is not very new because she has co-hosted before. She's a director of the board of the Cebu Lady Lawyers Association. Let's welcome attorney Joyce Preston Adlaw. Mayong gabi, attorney Joyce.
Mayong gabi, Attorney Michelle. Mayong gabi isa sa atong mga televiewers.
And this new host, new gini siya, recently passed the bar. Not so recent, 2013. She is practicing in Lapu-Lapu City, not yet a member of CELIA, but soon to be inducted as member of CELIA. Let's welcome attorney Ana Floresa Yap Cabanilla.
Good evening, televiewers. Good evening, co-host and our guest.
And tonight, we're very privileged because we're going to discuss a topic na maka-interest yun natong tanan. And this is about social media marketing. Attorney Joyce?
Yes, ang atong guest for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, sa atong mga televiewers karon, usa ka ambungan. Gwapo o maayo mama ba? Atong i-welcome si Joe, who wants to call himself as the content guy. Good evening, Sir Joe.
Good evening, everyone. Hello. Team Celia, thank you very much for having me tonight. Good evening, guys.
You know, Attorney Joyce, as I was saying, di ba, social media is really interesting because I think hapit tanan, Attorney Ann. I think natay mga Facebook accounts, na
Yes.
Instagram,
Correct.
Twitter, natay Twitter.
I don't have a Twitter, I have Instagram.
And I think our social media guest, no, guru,
Oh,
will have
that's
everything and will explain to us what is the responsible way of using social media, right?
Yes, very kuan siya timely because sa karon lang, Attorney Michelle, no, based on the statistics, we have 44.2 million active internet users.
Wow.
Grabe kadaghan. But ato nang tan-awon karon og unsay impact aning blogging, aning mga content, kaning social marketing nga gitawag nila. But first of all, ang unang question nato gyud ni Sir Joe, no, nganong ganahan siya magpatawag nga content guy? Why do you want to be referred to as Joe, the content guy?
Well, that's very interesting question. When you talk about content marketing, you're talking about online marketing or digital marketing as a whole. You know, the online world is a very broad, very broad thing right now these days, and you have to be specific. So when you talk about content marketing, you're basically talking about digital marketing, and that involves everything from blogging all the way from photography, from videography. It's everything all rolled into one. And so that's what I do. I do content marketing for different kinds of business entities, make their online presence.
When was the first time, Sir Joe, nga naghimo ka ani content marketing?
Wow, that's a very interesting topic. For number one, I realized that if I can sell something that is not there, I used to be a real estate broker, by the way. If I can sell something that is not there, I wonder if I could sell it online. So that's where I started. I started selling online, and I realized that the key to selling online is content. It's about your description on what you post. It's all about your pictures. It's all about your video. And that is content. It's very basic. It's common sense. But if you get to master that, you would understand basically how social media works.
Content marketing, is this a full-time job or is it just a hobby for you?
It really started out as a hobby. But then when you get to be good at things, I never advertised myself. What happened was my clients went on to to talk to other clients and became referrals.
Word of mouth.
It's word of
Yeah.
mouth. It's a word of mouth. And it's relatively very funny because as an online guy, I did not get my clients online. I get my clients for content marketing services. I get my clients through referrals. Like they tell me, look, go to Joe the content guy. If you like everything about online, you go to him. And so I started out from there. One thing led to the other, and now I'm here.
Attorney Ann, question.
Sir Joe, kindly tell the viewers kung unsa man gyud ay ka-importante no kay rampant naman jud kaayo ang mga posts in social media, Facebook, Instagram. How would you now distinguish yourself doing such content marketing from those kanang mga ordinary bloggers, netizens na who will just post anything they see online? So unsa may makapa-distinguish ay from a content marketing or what you do from those ordinary bloggers?
That's really a nice question. If you understand the aspect online, it's all about navigating through the right platform. Let's say, take for example, there are different kinds of social media out there. Different.
Yes.
You got Facebook, you have Instagram, you have Pinterest, you have Reddit, you have Twitter.
Instagram.
A lot of people do not really realize that, but each platform has its own use.
Correct.
Before, Facebook was not used for you to go there and sell. It was supposed to be just a profile.
Yes.
But then Facebook saw the opportunity where it grew and grew and grew because of contents. And who's responsible for the contents? It's the netizens. It's us. So the only difference between me and them is I know when to post, the quality to post at the right platform at the right time. What I do is I use my skills for the good and for business. I'm an entrepreneur. So in that way, when I make a post, when I make a content, I make sure that the content I post is there, can touch directly to the clients, online, and I'm talking about the viewers.
Most often than not, Sergio, what platform do you use? Facebook? Instagram? Napaka preference good?
No, it really, if you talk about, are you talking about personal profile or you're talking about how I manage my business?
Yes, your business.
Okay, how I manage my business would depend entirely on what kind of business. I mean, what is your service? What is your product? Let's say, take for example, if your business is, let's say, take for example, you're a doctor. You don't just post on Facebook or Instagram. There are actually websites and other platforms out there that's intended directly for medical.
Example, what is that?
Well, I
For
haven't.
professionals, I think LinkedIn is
okay.
a platform.
Okay, that's a good start. Well,
I'm familiar
when you
with
talk
that.
about LinkedIn, it's about showcasing your profile to the corporate world.
Yes.
Okay, everything's there, from medical, from law.
It's like a virtual biodata or CV.
You got it.
Yes.
You got it. That's a very good start. And so you see, there's a difference between, let's say, take for example, Instagram and LinkedIn. You can't say it's the same,
Yeah.
right? Instagram is used for photographs, So there are different kinds of use. What I do is every day it's a learning process for me. I never consider myself as the best or I'm the bomb or the social guru. No, I'm just an ordinary guy who knows where to use the right platform at the right time. So that's
And also, I think, do you consider ang preference sa client? So, for example, the target market of the client is this age, this demographics. No? For example, our age group.
Our age group, correct.
Which is very different. no?
yeah.
So, you would choose, for example, Instagram because they would cater to a certain market. Diba? Kunya, kung gusto ka sa mga gore, I don't know, asan it's going to hang out.
No, it's
But you put it in a separate...
Again, Ma'am
Yeah.
Nick, we have 44.2 million active internet users.
Wow.
So that includes all walks of life. Using mobile phones alone, we have at least 3 hours per day of use.
Wow.
With PC and tablet, that's an average of 6 hours per day of use.
That's correct.
So, it would be good to ask,
Yes.
how long do you use, how many hours do you spend?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Do you use a tablet, a PC, or a mobile phone?
I use my desktop and my mobile phone.
And how many hours a day?
Oh,
Considering the kind of thing that you do.
for me, online is my life. So,
24 hours.
when I'm out of my bat cave, I call it my bat cave. It's my personal, my personal space. When I'm out there, I'm still online. I do my work on my mobile phone. I still keep on posting contents because when I travel, it's not a reason for me to leave my clients. So
Yes.
I need to be there.
I understand, but we do have the Anti-Distracted Driving Act already. So, maghinay-hinay ta kay ang atong mga kapulisan nagbantay sa mga mogamit og mga communication devices. Anti-Distracted Driving Act. Moabot rataan ng panahon na kung atong i-discuss further ang imuhang content marketing. Other questions, Attorney Ann?
Sir, you made mention no sa imuhang answer ganina na you do content marketing for doing good, right?
Yeah.
So like for example, manggod mga kahigalaan, murag gigamit manggod nato ang social media as a platform to release stress at the same time sa
Rant.
mga emotions, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So diha nako murag ma-insert gamay ba na unsa day, can you expound sa imuhang gipasabot ganina na you
Doing
also do content marketing with an objective of doing good?
Wow. Oh, we're getting somewhere here. That I can tell you. It's like an intro. Well, yes, with the skill that I have, I always see to it that I do content marketing for for the good or for the positive things. I make it as a daily habit that when I post things, it has something to do with positive things. If you're able to develop that habit, then you will find yourself, you scroll your timeline, your Facebook timeline. A lot of people do not know that. We keep on posting and posting and posting, not being able to bother if we can review who we are. You guys can do that. You check on your timeline. When you check it, you will begin to realize, oh my God, this is me. This is the post that I've made. So a lot of people don't kind of notice that. So what I do is I make it a daily habit to post positive things because your viewers will be, it's like a magnet. You know, what kind of viewers or followers you want to have.
Yes.
You should really emit that. If you're a person who rants so much, if you're a person who's very opinionated,
Hatred.
oh my God, you will soon find yourself with viewers or followers.
Who share the same thought.
The same birds with the same feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? So when you post, when you make a post, let's say, take for example, you make a rant, your followers say, yeah, you know what, you're right. And so you're being trapped in this small invisible box thinking that you're right, when you know that it's very wrong. So when you go out there, you have a wrong interpretation of life. Without you realizing it, you start to begin very, very negative. And the way you decide, when you make your decision on things, very negative.
And also the way people view you when they see you.
Ah.
Not your virtual, face, but your real face. Ay, ingani din ni siya.
Oh,
Negative.
Maot gid. Or gwapa gid di ay.
Ayan.
Labi na si Attorney Flores ug si Attorney Joy.
Why
Wow,
not?
thank you.
Diba? Oh. That's why, mo nang ilang gingon, you still remember na I beauty pageant before, nga the answer of this candidate was just, you think before you click.
Yeah.
that's right. That's correct. That's
and
correct.
If we are going to summarize, think that's T, you have to be true. It must be true, of course. H, what does H stands for? What do you think? Be, what does it? It must be helpful. I, it must be interesting. N, unsa ka ang N?
Must
What do you
be
think?
New.
It must be necessary. Kung di nagikinhangan, ayaw na. Diba? And of course, K, it must be kind. So think before you click. T for it must be true. It must be, what's H again?
Helpful.
It must be helpful. It must be interesting. It must be necessary and kind. If wala gali mo swak ni ana mga kaigsuonan, ayaw na lang gyud. Mo tong ingon ni Papa Joe ganina. Ingon ni Sir Joe ganina, di ba? You're trying to picture yourself or paint yourself as something negative if you keep on ranting. Di ba?
Oh, it's ranting, guys, online. It doesn't do you any good. I mean, you're too expressive about what you think. Let's say, take for example, okay, you rant online. The friends that you see in the actual world, when you get out of your car, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna say, man, yeah, that's the guy, look at him. With all the suit and everything, but he's disgusting. You know what I mean?
Have you encountered these kinds of people? Kanang
But-
negative ang impact sa imuha.
But before
What do
we
Okay.
discuss that, Attorney Joyce, I think we have to take a short break. Please don't go away. We'll be back with Joe, the content guy, and of course, my two beautiful co-hosts from Cebu Lady Lawyers Association. Don't go away. We'll be back.
And we are back in our program Partners-in-Law. Ganina, nag-istorya ta ni sa atong guest, si Joe, the content guy. Unya karon we'll go deeper into what actually does Joe do in his kind of job nga matod pa niya nagsugod initially as a hobby. Attorney Ana?
Okay, Sir Joe, mabalik ka no sa ato ang discussion na nagka-interesting na gyud. Ako lang ma-question nimo is, we started or we ended I know sa murag topic in relation to murag expressing ourselves in terms of using social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Pwede nimo hatagan ng ato ang mga viewers o brief background lang nganong or unsa di ay ang mga mechanisms or mga platforms aning mga social media nan gihatagan or I mean unsay naa aning mga social media nganong free ra man kaayo ta na mo post og anything that we want in our profile
Personal
or-
information.
Yes.
Yeah.
oo.
Nga nga na.
So unsa man gimanipulate ba ta sa social media in doing so?
Oh, well, you know, the manipulation is such a strong word, actually, ladies. But I would say, you know, there are two parties that are involved here. One is the user, and next is the platform. Let's talk about the platform first. You have to understand, internet feeds on content. When I talk about content, I'm talking about text, I'm talking about the pictures you post, the videos you post, everything that you make a post online, that's content. Now, internet feeds on content. Now, every online business or online platforms, their number one is how to gather contents. Okay? Now, specific platforms had their specific use. Okay? But the thing is, most of the social media platforms right now, because it's very easy to use, it's so liberated that it encourages you to not think and just make the post. And that's what the platforms want. They want more contents. It's like addiction, you know, it's like drug addiction. The more you make a post, the more you don't realize that you're not already thinking or filtering what you're posting.
Okay.
What you're trying to let other people know about you.
Yes.
So the tendency to overshare personal information.
Yes, that's correct. And so the platforms, I would say the platforms were really designed in a way to really encourage people to make posts, make contents. Okay? Second of all, we're talking about users.
Okay.
Okay, this is something very interesting. The user with the right mind thinks. Do you? Most of the users right now, they hardly think. They just take a picture and just post it right away. Some of it, whatever it is that they're thinking, what's on your mind? What's in your mind? You know, this is what's on my mind. They make a post. So a lot of you notice there's a lot of negativity going on. People talking about their neighbors, people talking about their co-workers, not thinking that they're not gonna see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're gonna see it. Okay? They think that they're not gonna see it. So tomorrow, when you go to your office, guess what? Everybody's gonna look at you like that.
You're the talk of the town already.
You're the talk of the
Yes.
town. And you're gonna say, what did I do? You know, so it really depends on the platform, and it also depends on the user, because any software or any platform, any system is only as good as the user.
Yes.
Okay. So, I think, Attorney Joy, sa ato ang murag na learn, no, na sa ato sa mga viewers, I think we have to be very careful, and we have to understand that these social media platforms, whatever it is, Facebook, Instagram, they are that way. I mean, maugi na siya. Gihimo na siya to be able you to post anything, regardless of what is the content no, because they are more on quality over quantity. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, am I correct? So I know they are more of quantity over quality.
That's correct.
So dili na to maybe sometimes manggod na ay mga issues na Facebook should put some limitations. Facebook should ilasang usang screen before
Yes.
ma-post.
Yeah.
But ato nang masabtan karon based sa explaining Sir Joe na dili na inana. I mean, they encourage us more posts.
Yeah.
They encourage us more content. So therefore, naagid di ay sa ato Attorney Joyce, no? I mean, we humans, mo bitong word nako ganina, manipulative ang platforms. Why? Because more of the karon na pod ang mga netizens, they just click without thinking.
Yeah.
No?
Fire up ang imong emotion ba to
Correct.
encourage you to do more.
That's correct.
Yeah, because by posting more, we're actually gipabuhi nato ang ilang mga negosyo.
Correct.
Correct?
Yes, that's
Very,
correct.
very correct. Kay dili na to gid murag ma-blame, no? Solely this social media, no? Kay they are also generating income.
Correct. So let's talk about Attorney Ana. Unsay mga downside, unsay mga disadvantages if there is any, so with the use of social media.
Oh, there are a lot of disadvantages.
Okay,
And
example.
like what I said, like, you know, it all depends on the user. And one of the disadvantages is, you know, social media can either make you
Or break you.
if you let it.
Correct.
Okay, if you let it. Now, when when you get inside in the whole online community, you know, you can't please everybody, and so is in life. So then we got this common people popping out. You know, there's people who doesn't think, who's very opinionated. You know, we call them in the local terms bashers, and that's something very interesting, guys. That's one of the downside. You know, being too free in social media, it's like walking in the streets naked. You know?
Everybody knows you.
Yeah, everybody
Where you
knows.
have been to.
Yeah, what food you're eating, where you are,
Real-time update.
real-time
Correct.
update.
Labi na kay Musud og Landers or asang mga lugar SM Ayala mo check-in dayon. Murag we are opening ourselves to kanipong mga risks, di ba? Ang mga risgo sa
Correct.
kinabuhi.
And it's
Kana.
very dangerous. Good
Very
Attorney
dangerous.
Joyce.
That's the right
Yes.
word. That's the right word, actually. If, let's say, take for example, if I kind of don't like you, and so I think about what to do with you, all I gotta do is just pop in your Facebook. Okay?
Befriend you on Facebook.
Befriend you in Facebook or wherever you are, and I try to analyze what your behavior is, where you tag your locations, who are the people you are with, who are the constant people you're with, what kind of food you're eating, what's your favorite restaurant, and it starts
Just
from there.
streamline kung asa ka makitan, asa ka malocate.
Yeah, your timeline. It's there. It's there. Then that's where crimes happen, guys.
What do you advise to these people just to avoid all this mga risk ba?
Well, you know,
Is it advisable to check in all the time or, you know, be very open to wherever you go, whoever you are with, mga ingana?
well, when you use social media, you've got to know what you're doing. You know, social media doesn't tell you, oh, you got to tag here. You got. It really depends on the guy. So if you know the consequences of what you're doing, then go for it. I mean, tagging yourself in a location is not bad. You know what I mean? But you know, if you keep on doing that, and you know, a lot of people right now, the in thing is, you know, posting
Yeah.
stuff like trying to be rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You know what? I can see you. We can see you. And stop lying to yourself, guys. We all know what's the real deal. You know, everybody knows what's the real deal with you. I mean, you can post wherever you are, whatever, what the things you have. You know,
The food you eat.
the food you eat, the restaurants you're in, your Gucci, your
Yes.
Louis Vuitton. I'm telling you, if you want to get kidnapped, that's the best way to do things. You know what I'm saying? So you've got to control. You've got to control
What
what
to
you're doing,
share.
what to share, what you're doing, and understand the contents that you're posting. Be responsible, guys. Be responsible on your post, whatever it is. When you make a certain photograph, pictures. When you take pictures with your family, listen, you take selfie at your home, then I would know how your home looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The doors.
The doors, the windows, the paints. You know, it's, and then you get jacked by your home and you cry. You cry and you say, oh, you know what? I don't know what happened. Yeah, you don't know what happened.
Or
But
you try to post something like no one's left at home.
Yes.
We are on vacation, right?
Everybody's on vacation. We are in Boracay. Nobody's at home. So it's like
It's like what we are saying.
inviting.
Yeah,
Yes,
correct. Hey,
inviting all the
robbers.
things. Yeah, attack the house.
not only that, listen, I know there are a lot of heartbroken, you know,
Walang personalan.
I know. It's just that sometimes I'm concerned with you guys. Like, when you make a post alone and sad face and you tag yourself in the house, you know what I'm saying?
And you also like your own post.
Oh, no,
People do that.
no,
Guys,
no,
oh my
no.
God, people do
No,
that.
that is not cool. That is not cool at all. So, like, you know, like what I said, guys, it's all about being responsible on your post.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how it makes it dangerous. I mean, you have to understand the consequences.
So you don't cry and post it on Facebook. You don't.
Say you're alone.
You don't feel alone and then post it on Facebook.
Well, listen, I'm not saying that you should do that because let's say, take for example, if you are friends with your crush and you know that your crush doesn't have any relationship, I mean, he or she is open, and you would like to reach that person indirectly, it's a perfect way of doing it. There's no right and wrong, but like what I said, you need to be responsible and understand the consequences on what you do. Okay? I mean, there are cooler ways to reach to your, let's say, for example, to reach to that person indirectly.
And what are these cooler ways?
Well, let's say, take for example, rather than posting like, you know, sad face at your home, why don't you take a picture of, let's say, take for example, take a picture of the sea or take a picture of the woods and the mountains
Oh yeah.
and say, I wish you were here with me.
Oh, okay.
Listen, if I have a crush on you guys, you would know. I believe that there's this chemical thing, this chemistry. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? And I know, I you know, me as a user, I would say, man, she's kind of.
That is if she likes the beach as well.
Yeah.
But what if she likes the mountains? Diba? You're doing the wrong thing. You're posting the beach.
You're posting the wrong content.
Correct.
So now, okay, guys, we're getting somewhere here. What I'm trying to say is, when you post something, you gotta understand who you're reaching to.
Okay.
So you have to do your research first before you try to post something and actually get the attention of that specific person. Is that right?
Not stalking though. She's correct, but not stalking. Stalking is not cool, guys. Don't do that.
Stalking is not good, but sometimes you just have to do it. You know, if somebody invites you on Facebook, of course, you have to see the background of this person.
Okay, you know what?
Diba?
She's correct. She's correct.
You have to do investigation, and one of this would be try to stalk that person, let's say for a few days, and if you see that there's nothing wrong, or possibly you've got common friends, then that's the time you get to accept the friend request.
I think the right word,
Would not be stalking,
would
but
be research. Research. That's
That's
what
it.
we're getting into. You know, that's it.
Ana maganda siya, Joe. Usahay ba? If we talk about the negative, we talk about stalking. Pero kung
kung
positive
positive,
na gani, that's research. Mura na sa siya.
That's correct.
If you're in the city, it's like allergies. Diba? But if you're in the province, that's kagid already. Things like that. It depends on the context and the
Okay.
kind of people you want to reach out.
That's correct. That's correct. Oh my God, that's correct.
So
Yeah.
I think I've learned something, sir. Now you have to know the audience, right?
Yeah.
So that it attracts the kind of audience you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
at the
correct.
same time, I've get from your answer na no, maramtog ka ng kinda sample na marag crushes, no? So kung may kitag crush, di ba, Attorney Joyce, mga patwitams, no? So we are
Di na ko
talking.
ka-relate ka,
Mao
ano
lagi
ang
si.
crush?
So
Okay.
I get you. So since dili na kay ta ka-relate, meaning our age bracket, wala na ana na crush. So meaning asa man day na ang age bracket ano mga crushes, so mga minor. I presume, right? So therefore, since minor na sila and they got access to Facebook, social media, right? So in my question to that is, if these minors left, diba, we cannot say na they should be responsible, kaya diba we are saying na be responsible and all, but dili naman nato masulti sa ilaha because as we said, they are minors, right?
Yes.
So
they're
should
not supposed to have this Facebook
yeah,
account.
but they have, right? And we should admit that. but it should have parental guidance.
Yeah, I
So
understand.
what can you say to the parents no na nananaw karon? I'm sure natin mga viewers na mga mama no na unsa man di ay mabuhat nila like privacy settings for their children
Yeah.
na ma-secure nila na safe ang i-post walay dili madaot ang ilahang mga anak.
Okay, guys, listen. That's a very nice question, but I'm gonna tell you, kids these days, they're really smart. The best way I'm gonna tell you, like, you know, if I accept a friend request by my mom, I would like, then she would know what I'm posting, and then it would not be cool because my friends would not think that I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Now, while there is privacy settings, it can be found in the settings. So you check out in your Facebook profile, go to general and go to security. You can check it out there. But other than that, it's all about teaching the kids to be in one with you. You know, you have to make sure, be their best friend. That's the best way.
Okay, so mag-break sa tanong mo, balik ta taod-taod ug atong padayunon ang atong interview with Joe, the content guy.
And we are back no sa ato ang discussions na nagka-grabe na jud ka-interesting. So Sir Joe, no, I think na ato ang left hanging ato mga viewers, ato mga privacy control sa mga minor children, sa mga viewers nato na parents. So if you continue, Sir Joe?
Yeah, like, you know, like what I said, guys, the best way for that is to be the best friend for your kids. Because when you are their best friend, they don't need to hide anything. And so make it to a point where they are also open to approach you and ask you, let's just say, adult questions. You know what I mean? Because no matter how much you can do the privacy control, it all depends on the user. And so you can't force your kids to say, oh, accept me as your friend. No, it's the right. You know, it's the right. So no matter how much you do the privacy control, you can never, let's just say, you can never restrict, although there's restriction, but the amount of information that goes in to the user, which are your kids.
Correct.
So I would really advise to be the best way there, the best privacy control is to be best friends with your kids. Keep an open line, open communication, you know what I mean?
But in the first place, do you advise parents to actually give their consent for their children to have Facebook accounts or Twitter or Instagram?
Okay, when you...
Let's talk about minors, ha?
All
Okay,
right.
most parents man good, they open Facebook accounts of their children and they try to make it appear that their children are actually 18 when in truth or in fact they are just 12, 13.
Correct.
Ingana. Would you encourage, if naanak kay anak, would you encourage your child to have her own Facebook?
Well, minor?
Yes?
Yeah.
No. No. Well, the thing is, you can't control the information, the internet. You'll never know what's inside there. You'll never know what they are absorbing day and night.
Correct.
Okay? But the thing is, you can't stop them. If they know, these days it's very easy to open an account. It's easy to go inside and sign up.
Yes.
Even the kids know that these days. So there's no way of stopping it. If they know how to create an account, just make a name for it, then bang.
Actually, other people can open accounts for you and make it appear that it's you.
That's
diba?
correct.
Just like what I have been doing a while ago. I stalked you, but you just told me it's not you.
That's correct.
Diba?
That's correct.
All the while, I thought nga ikaw to. Pero dili di ay
Okay.
ikaw. See? There's a problem there. I see, kung natin makita on Facebook, it's not always nga ato dayong musulti dayon tang mao gid ni siya nga klase nga tao, or this is the kind of work that he's doing, because we will never know for sure if tinuod ba gyud, di ba?
That's correct.
Ingana.
So, like for example, Sir Joe, we are talking na ng mga butangan, no? So, going back sa imuhang in your business of doing content marketing, can you advise ka sa mga viewers na nananaw karon if how kay may ngumanta na dili day to ikaw pero somebody's using making it appear
Photos.
na ikaw to. So, and not only that, na yung mga news no na mga feel na to murag tinuod pero dili day tinuod.
Yes.
So I think unsay mo maka-advise sa atong mga viewers of how unsay mga precautions or mga signs no na to detect no, na sakto or tinuod ba ng mga posts?
Ilang
nila?
nabasa?
Okay, well, listen. Number one, before anything else, the online community, because it generally already works like the real life. You can actually claim ownership on a profile. When you see a fake profile and you know that it's you, you can actually claim ownership for that. There's a setting. You can go to Facebook. You can go to the help community of Facebook
Okay.
and tell them that this is me. There's always.
So it's different from sending a letter or a message to Facebook na this is not me. I'm gonna report this kaya this is not me. So bali. You
Oh.
can actually claim the act.
Yeah, guys.
Ah.
There in Facebook, there's actually a technical support team. Because cyberbullying is very, very rampant these days.
Yes.
Facebook actually has a team that they can really listen to you. All you gotta do is just prove that that's you. So what they do is they require you to submit government IDs, government issued IDs, profile pictures, whatever it is. They ask you a series of questions, and if you can answer it correctly, verify, you take it down. I was able to help a friend of mine. They were able to. Somebody made a very, very hateful page about him, and he asked me for help. So what I did, I made my research. I was able to detect who the guy was, who made the
Okay.
post, who made that page particularly, but I was actually able to take it down.
Social ha, whole page gyud dili
Whole
ang
page.
comment.
Whole page, guys.
Through Facebook.
Yeah,
Team.
through Facebook.
Okay.
There was even that person even made a website for that person. But what I did is I was able to find out who that person is, where it was located, not specifically where he was located, but I knew that he was in Cebu.
Zeroed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that gave a very big help to a friend of mine where I submitted the report. This is it. So I was able to help. And a lot of people don't know, but you can actually visit there's a help section, guys, in every platform and every website that you go. There's always a help. Trust me, customer service, technical support, they're there. Whatever your concern, it's
Yeah.
free. All you gotta do is just go there, press the button, write in your concern, and just wait until they give you a feedback.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can actually do
No,
that.
actually, no, Joe, I have done this several times. Kana mo report gani ka for anything fake.
Ah, yeah.
Because I really hate reading something on Facebook nga klaro na gali kaayo nga sayo, klaro gani kaayo nga malicious, klaro nga baseless, klaro gali nga wala gyud. It's more into kanang behavior or character assassination. I
Correct.
report all of these things. Mo reply sad ba gyud sila nga we have taken down this post because like that it's either spam, it should not be on Facebook because it's graphic, suicidal, violent and like that.
Correct.
That's correct. It's called flag. You flag it down.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I wonder how many netizens do we have actually report these kinds of things. Because ako, I am, mura ba og mahatlok ko nga, time will come, ang akong daughter, makahimo siya her own Facebook account and would see all of these things.
That's correct.
Kana ingana.
That's correct.
And mahatlok sad ko nga, my own daughter will be subject to bullying also.
Correct.
That's correct.
Kanang wala pa manggod kaayo tay mga kaso no nga abot sa korte nga kaning for violation of the Cybercrime Prevention Act kana siya nga if we post anything on Facebook nga malicious kani ba ang mga libelous nga mga kuan pwede ba yata ana that's aside from the what's punishable under the revised penal code because kaning cybercrime prevention these are the kind of malicious nga mga pagpanulti,
Post.
libelous kuan with the use of a computer.
Okay.
Ah.
So more on
Ingana.
specific siya, Attorney Joyce.
Yes, mo gamit na galitag computer,
Lahi na ang balaod.
that
Kana na.
cybercrime na ta. But
Okay.
if it's more into kuan lang, normal, mo qualify under RPC, libel ra gid na siya.
Okay. So panitan mag-post ko o imputing something malicious
Whether it's true or not.
Okay.
Din, ha?
Sa Facebook, cybercrime.
Correct, Ana. So, atong explain sad, Attorney Ana, no, kinsa may pwede mo violate ani kay daghan na ra ba kaayo sa Facebook nga mga netizens mo post of anything
Correct,
malicious.
no?
Thinking nga, I posted at my Facebook account. Private man ang akong account. Now, there's no such thing on Facebook nga private. No matter katong imuhang mga restrictions,
100% completely private. There is not no such thing.
correct.
There's no such
Oo.
thing.
So kay even your friends can read that and you can show it to
Yeah.
others. Mga ingana. So ato nang tan-awon no, we ato nang bantayan nga dili nato i-avoid gid nato ang paghimo og mga malicious nga mga comments on Facebook. Otherwise, we can be held liable for cybercrime prevention. That's specifically Section 4, Paragraph C, Subparagraph 4. Now, ang kanipod mga cyberbullying nga sa mga bata nato, naanasad ta ni ana. Diba?
Correct. So at least, Attorney Joyce, develop na ang atong mga laws in protecting those kind of crimes,
Yes,
right?
which is good. Kaya natin mga amendments ba? Diba? Kaysa una, puro ra revised penal code.
And which
Karon,
very outdated na kayo.
outdated kaayo. Mo nang under the Cybercrime Prevention Act, ang gibutang dito with the use of a device nga computer or any other devices in the future. Specific.
Okay.
Yes. Ang nakabutang din other similar means which may be devised in the future. So it's not only computer. Kaya ang computer, applicable for now. What if mga 2 to 3 years from now na sa bago? Unsa kay bago? Kay, kung makarecall ko, ang kaning USB, unang ninggawas ni salida ni Sandra Bullock before.
Oh, yeah.
Diba? Nga everybody was wondering, unsa man itong gunitan nga gamay?
Correct.
Karon USB na di ay. So at least ba, naatay mga bagong balaod na to
Yeah.
protect the rights of these netizens nga mogamit sa atong Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, and other questions, Attorney Ann?
In terms of like, naman natin sa mga privacy settings or no. But we also tell our viewers to be responsible on our post, right? However, naagid tayo mga tao, no, na murag di gyud nato sila mapugnan,
Yes.
no, na mo post gid sila without thinking. So then mag-regret na sila after they post. But sometimes naapod tay murag mga over emotion or over lang kaayo atong emotion that time
Nadala.
nagpost ta. But you know, free ba kay ang mga tao mo comment, diba?
Yeah.
So what if kanang mga tao na nag-comment instead of murag mo support nimo, diba, you cannot please everybody. So opposite ang ilang reaction
Okay.
sa imuhang supposed na gustong makuha na reaction. So it leads to bashing.
Yeah.
No, or sawayon, no, online. And grabe ba kay na Attorney Joyce?
Yes, emotionally draining, stressful.
So, grabe pa kayo. So, unsa man imuhang ma-advise no sa mga nananaw kayo no who is experiencing that kind of bashing online?
Okay.
Naka-experience na ka, na?
Oh, yeah.
Have you
Oh,
ever been
yeah.
bashed?
Oh, yeah. I love that topic.
What?
I love
Have
that
you
topic.
ever been bashed?
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
In fact, you know, I've just recently encountered that. Like what I said, guys, online, your presence online, it can either make you or break you if you let it. Now, a lot of this.
Obviously, you did not.
No, no.
Okay.
These people, if you look at these people who are, let's just say, you know, who post, you know, cyberbullying, you know, who post nasty things about you, if you look at those guys, they got issues here, or they got issues here, or they got issues in their family. I mean, I've already made a research. Every person who bashes, who's constantly doing some bashing, that person has issues. He wants attention. You know, ADHD. I was able to make a research, and I found out that one of those people who was bashing me a lot times, he was diagnosed with Down syndrome when he was a kid and ADHD. And so what I do when I look at these guys, I don't get mad anymore. I feel bad about them. I feel bad about how they're handling things in life. But you can't stop cyberbullying, okay? You can never stop it. However, what you can do is do not let it affect you. I mean, these keyboard warriors, if they're really tough as they really are, they'd come up to you straight up.
Face to face.
Face to face. And I did it. Oh, I did it, man. You know what I did? I called them in the barangay. I went on barangay hearing. So I said, hey, man, listen, you're so tough. Look at me. The people who are so keyboard online, you know, keyboard warriors, you try them in the barangay, they can hardly look at you straight in the eye.
They're only good at
They're only good at the keyboard. And
Yes.
trust me, guys. Regret only follows last. Once you make the post, and once that person that you bash will send you to the barangay, all it needs is a certificate to file action. You all know that right now there's already a cybercrime law. And you're in violation with that, from the barangay, all it takes is just go to fiscal. And listen, I'm on my way there. I'm on my way there, guys. I'm on my way there. So, this thing is I would like to advise the viewers right now who are experiencing Don't let it affect you. There is a way. There is a way. What you can do is you can ask help. Listen, I'm going to give a shout out to our cyber unit. Believe it or not, the cyber unit there in Sudlon, Lahog, they help. They really help. I walked in
And
there.
you're gonna pursue the case, kid.
Oh, yeah, man, I'm going to pursue in every
What if
inch.
this basher would try to, settle it amicably and just apologize? Are you open to,
You know what I did? You know what I said? I told them, when you commit a crime, you had a choice. You had a decision before you were going to commit the crime. It was a yes or no. It was a good and bad. That's what separates us from the animals. We know conscience. And so when you commit the crime, it was you. It was intentionally done. I didn't stop you. It's your right. It's their right to bash you, but it is your right to protect yourself.
Yes.
And what you can do is you can approach these wonderful organizations right here. You got Celia, Cebu Lady Lawyers Association. Man, they're great. You can go to cyber unit, or you can ask help from the police or your barangay. It's right now the administration is really good and gearing towards that. So don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid. If you really look at it, those people bashing you, you may feel that it's the end of the world. Oh my God, the world hates me. When in fact, it's just what? 5-10 people? Philippines is comprised of 7,107 islands, billions of Filipinos. What are you afraid of?
Go to Batanes.
It's not only in Batanes. Like what I'm saying, don't lose help or don't lose hope in yourself. Encourage yourself. Be strong psychologically, be strong emotionally. With the law that we have right now, as long as you know what to do with it, what's your game, make a game plan and chase them. Once you do that, done deal.
Strong words from Sergio, no? Grabe
Speechless,
kayo.
no?
Yes, very emotional kayo. But we are down to our last 5 minutes, Sergio. So, ang ato karon is unsay ganahan nimong isulti sa atong mga televiewers with regards to this, a few words na lang ha, sa ato ang responsible use of social media. O unsaon gyud nato og manage nga dili nato ma-overexpose atong kaugalingon and open ourselves to cyberbullying and all these negative impacts. Few words.
Well, think before you post. That's the golden rule when you're doing things online. Think before you post and understand there's always consequence in what you do. So when you think before you post and check your privacy setting, let's just say things will turn out according to how you want them to be. Remember, it's you, the user, wherever you are right now, whatever you're experiencing, it's either you made that to yourself or you can fix it up. It's not too late.
O karong gabi una, atong i-check ang atong mga privacy settings, mga televiewers, no? Ako sang i-check ang ako og matod pa ni Sir Joe ganina. Let's go back years. Mga 2009, we'll try to check kung unsa atong ipang-post din ha. And if this is the kind of person we want to be, to be seen or we want to be painted, atong ipang-delete. Ang delete nato ganahan kay para iwas punta sa mga problema puhon-puhon. Salamat sa pagtanaw sa Partners in Law. Ako si Attorney Joyce Day, kauban ako.
Ako di ay si Attorney Ana Floresa Cabanilla.
Maayong gabi, Subo.